Yeah, I left school. I only done it because I'm dumb and... Okay, so I dropped out of school like at the start of this year. So that was about, it's October now, so about a few months ago. So let's rewind back to year 8. So yeah, year 8. I never was like really into school. Like I was always just like, oh yeah, it's school. I'm not gonna really bother about doing anything because I can't be bothered learning. School and learning was never my thing. I don't know how to say it, but I'm a person that like, if I'm interested in something, I would listen, but I was not interested at all with school. So there was never one time that I would listen unless it was like an actual like productive thing I was doing. So yeah, so year 7 treated me alright. I mean, it was pretty easy. I made friends, whatever, cool. Year 8 came around, and year 8, year 9, it got a little crazy because everyone was settled in or whatever, but I felt like that I was, I felt like that I was not really like settled in yet. Like I didn't feel comfortable yet. Things like that. So it was just all this crazy, like me still trying to get used to the school, trying to get used to how it works. Ugh, it was horrible. And then, like, people started getting a little too comfortable and started being kind of rude. But then it continuously kept on happening, and it was getting to the point where, it was actually getting to me a lot, and I was too scared to tell people about it. I was too scared to say it, so I just, I would just sit there and take it, I wouldn't, I would just sit there and take it. And then, so it started getting to a point where it was just no, it's I don't want to tell anybody about it because they're gonna just judge me because they think I'm talking bullshit. I felt like I was alone a lot, I was isolating myself. I would wake up in the morning and I would literally pretend I was sick. I would cry. I would avoid going to school at all costs. I would not want to go to school. It was not exciting for me. I didn't want to go near that place. I felt like home was the only place that I was safe. If I walked a step outside, I was scared I was gonna see someone up the road and they were gonna come for me, That happened, and then it just started building up, getting worse, and then let's just stop there. A lot of bad things started happening. I was doing things to myself. It was getting really crazy and hectic. Yeah. So then came year 10, year 11. I found new friends at the end of year 9. They were amazing. They're still my friends. So I found them and they're awesome. But I still felt at that school there was a lot of idiots there, a lot of dickheads, and I hated them a lot. So it just wasn't okay. I was to my, and I hated the school. I hated how it worked there. I hated how all the subjects were art, history, science. The only subject I was kind of interested in was drama, but that was about it. So then my friend said to me she's like, oh, why don't you come to the school, Southern Cross? And I was like, okay, I'll have a look at it. Yeah, so I have looked at it and it was really interesting. So I went there, and that was all the way in the city for me. So that's about an hour train ride for me. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. every day to try and get to that school, and it worked out, but it just started getting, it was just not fun. And then I felt like a lot of people there didn't want to know me, didn't want to talk to me. I was like, cool, whatever. The night before, I was fully in my field, and I was like, this is not fine with me. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't stand it. That night was pretty crazy. A lot of tears, let's just say that. And then the next morning, I didn't wake up for school, and my mum messaged me. She's like, what's going on? I was like, nothing. And then mum was like, are you dropping out? I was like, this is my time to leave and get out. I was like, look, yeah, I'll drop out. It's not fun for me. I'm not saying to anybody to drop out just because you don't like school. I dropped out because, one, I didn't like school, but at the same time, 10 and 11 stage, that's when I created this channel. But I didn't post these videos I'm posting now. I posted videos of the first video I posted was Jeffree Star saying welcome back or something for 30 seconds straight, and that got 30k or 20k or something like that. I thought, why don't I just start posting videos? Why don't I just start trying to get out there or whatever? And to be honest, it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. I'm starting to get out there, start talking to more people, because look, I'm talking to a freaking iPad right now. When you would go to school and you would see kids that would have a YouTube channel, they would get judged like no tomorrow. Like no tomorrow. Like it was crazy. Like they would continuously get told off about it by everybody. Like, and I was like, I'm not doing that. That's not happening to me. So I like fully had to wait until I dropped out of school. So I've always wanted to create something like this. I've always wanted to, I've wanted to like share my thoughts or whatever, but like it's never been like, I feel like I've never been able to do that until now, I can just talk like when no one's home, because literally no one's home right now, and I can just express myself and be who I want to be. I feel like that was like, school was definitely holding me back from doing something like this, because I felt fun, like school was fine, like with my friends and stuff. I was like being myself, but I was never showing my full potential and who I am, School, no. I left school and then I decided to post a video, and it was so much fun. Like it was so fun, like editing, and like I've always been into editing, because I've always had like these editing accounts where like I like the stands, like from American Horror Story or like any TV show I'd watch, I like edit it and it'd be like kind of cool. I've always had like something to do with editing. School wasn't letting me do that. Like I would continuously get in trouble all the time at my new school. I would get in trouble for the stupidest reasons. Like I literally got in trouble because I had a red fabric paint on my white. Like it was this big. It wasn't even that big. And then someone, like a teacher came up to me and was like, what's this? And I was like, it's a fabric paint. I can't get it off. I can't get this stain off. And he was like, well, are you going to buy a new one? And I was like, are you going to buy a new one for me? And then... You are a dumb hoe. Shut up. Like, I was just getting in trouble all the time. And don't just drop out of school because I'm saying to. Drop out if you feel like you really need to. Yeah, but that's all I got. I'm going to try and post more, but I have no ideas. So I'm going thrift shopping this Friday, or this Saturday, so I'll do something about that. And I've got a cheer comp, so I'll do something about that as well. I'm done. Okay, bye!